LoreSplice. Love, lust, and long rests. The absurd romance rituals of Baldur's Gate 3. In the darkest corners of Faerûn, heroes rise to confront mind flayers, demon lords, and gods gone mad. But more terrifying than any Githyanki warship is the moment a companion says, "I feel something. May I stay with you tonight?" Welcome to Baldur's Gate 3, where love is a battlefield, camp is a dating sim, and all it takes to get lucky is a few mushrooms and a long rest. This is LoreSplice, where stories fracture and romances escalate far too quickly. Let's be honest. The first time players encounter romance in Baldur's Gate 3, it's not through subtle glances or deep emotional bonding. It's Astarion, the vampire rogue who flirts like it's a QuickTime event and drinks blood like it's a casual wine tasting. One night, one long rest, and suddenly he's shirtless in your tent whispering, "You've been looking at me, haven't you?" "Sir, we just survived a goblin ambush. I haven't even identified half my loot, and now you're offering a seductive night of undead passion?" Baldur's Gate teaches us a crucial truth. Forget wooing. Just finish a side quest and hit camp. That's where the real magic happens. In this game, combat is turn-based, but dating? Dating is resource management. Forget spell slots. You're now managing Gale's approval, Shadowheart's trauma, Lae'zel's ego, and Karlach's engine block. Every dialogue choice becomes a romantic landmine. Help an old lady? +2 approval from Will. Kick a squirrel? Lae'zel is intrigued. Hug a child? Gale wants to kiss you under the stars. Pick the wrong mushroom? Astarion sighs and stops returning your texts. And if you dare try to romance more than one companion, I saw you with them. So, what are we? Congratulations. You've entered polyamory panic mode, and now the entire camp wants to know where your heart lies, and they will bring it up during a boss fight. There's only one place where relationships bloom faster than spores in the Underdark. Camp. Camp is not just a place to rest. It's a sacred altar of flirtation, a zone of maximum intimacy, a realm where NPCs shed their armor, open their souls, and ask the most personal questions imaginable, all while you're trying to cook squirrel meat and manage inventory. Seriously, you just saved a child from a burning building. You haven't spoken to Gale in hours. And now? Do you ever think about us? Sir, I am covered in grease, rage, and owlbear feathers. Can we not do this right now? Baldur's Gate 3 broke the speedrun community when players realized they could romance Astarion in under 8 minutes. That's not a joke. The world record for any % vampire boyfriend is less than 10 minutes of gameplay. Meanwhile, trying to develop a healthy emotional bond with someone like Shadowheart requires deep trauma counseling, strategic dialogue planning, 24 long rests, and one extremely awkward date by the lake. And let's not even talk about Halsin, the polyamorous druid dad who shows up late game and immediately wants to join your harem like he's a DLC expansion pack. Let's not forget the visuals. There's something unforgettably cinematic about getting an emotionally charged romance cutscene, complete with orchestral score, while Gale's tent flickers in the background, Scratch, the dog, eats his dinner, and Withers just watches. There's always someone watching. Even during the passionate scenes, the camera angles feel like they were designed by a cryptid with a foot fetish and a fog machine. Did we need to see Astarion's hip bones sparkle like a vampire Twilight prop? No. Did it happen anyway? Yes. Yes, it did. Here's the secret Larian won't tell you. The real intimacy isn't the romance scenes. It's when you share loot. It's when you equip Gale with +1 boots of comfort. Let Will keep the fancy rapier. Give Shadowheart a new hair dye mod from Nexus. Because in Baldur's Gate 3, romance is fleeting. But inventory? Inventory is forever. And so is that one line Karlach says that makes you cry a little inside, even after 80 hours. In the end, Baldur's Gate 3 romances are absurd, fast-paced, unhinged, and kind of beautiful. Because even in a world full of parasites, demons, and talking brains, there's still time for a slow walk by the lake, a shared drink by the fire, and an awkward confession under the stars that ends with a bear druid offering to join your party in more ways than one. So next time you boot up the game and see that little campfire icon, know that love, and at least 2 awkward conversations, are just a long rest away. So, what do you think, adventurers? Did you romance Shadowheart? Or accidentally fall into Astarion's perfectly sculpted trap? Have you tried the Halsin bear route? Do you regret nothing? Let us know in the comments. And if you love glitchy love stories, fast-tracked fantasy flings, and stories the bards would be embarrassed to sing, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, this is LoreSplice, where stories fracture and new romance flags are born.